Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Line getting set on second down. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps the play going. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And It's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the loss.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Excellent field position here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went game tackle.
Offense gets set for second down. The give from the gun. Tackled there by the defense.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Pulls and fired complete. Tackled after picking up the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
strong, firm tackle.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulls it, fired, complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. The throw. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball in.
And he breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking for a gap. It's Morris. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Powers forward. And he bangs his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking for space, it's Morris. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. On the ground with the counter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back.
Into the end zone for a touchdown.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. That's reeled in. It's Baxter. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2nd and short now after that completion. They go to the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, I haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Nice move there. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He shanked it. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. First down for this offense. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged on the outside, it's Baxter. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 43. On the run, it's Morris. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Baxter. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He caught it. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Bringing it back, it's Mason. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get to it. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Just inside the red zone. First and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. On the run, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. He wants to throw. Snags it over the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. On the ground, it's Baxter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Dialing up a second down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. Afterburners coming. The 20. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. The play action fake. Looking to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Gain of 23 on the play. That's a 1st down for the offense.
They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. The give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the 1st down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that 1st down marker and get it.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Mason. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking to pass. Got his man quickly.
The 3rd down pass was completed on the screen. Gain of 5. Offense facing 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block, it's Mason. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the RPO, complete. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Comes out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Fires one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And what a catch for the touchdown as he just gets the foot down.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Tackle is made at the 20-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. Wide out in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Pushes for the goal line. He didn't get there. Knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Oh, what a move! How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Motion from the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
You know, on that 3rd down, you thought they would have been a little bit more aggressive throwing it vertically downfield. Instead, they throw it behind the line of scrimmage to their back, and they're putting a lot of pressure on him. He's going to have to make multiple defenders miss to get that 1st down. Obviously not able to do it. Now you're expecting them to punt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Going up top on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Try to barge their way in. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
The name of the game is trying to pressure the quarterback. These bootlegs do a really good job of moving the quarterback's launch point. And then guess what? Now he gets to run the football. So he gets outside the pocket, makes guys look silly with his speed, and gets big chunks of yards like it's nothing.
Looking to go up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. To the ground with the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Wide receiver now comes in motion. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Leaves it with the running back. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. This one's complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got an open man. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Here's the handoff. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it's good from 58 yards out.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
What an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
It leads to 2nd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Keeps it going. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. But you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It's now 2nd down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.